On this fine sunny day, I'm talking with Mr. Evans, right?
Yep, Paul Edmonds.
Paul Edmonds, and you're going to be giving us a demonstration on how to bag and how to do it right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, so what we've got at the moment is a few volunteers and some staff filling sandbags. And we're going to get a little surplus of sandbags together. So we're going to go through the progressive steps of how to fill sandbags with the sandbag fillers seen in the back of the shot. The correct quantity that's required in the sandbag, the correct way to fold a sandbag when you build a wall. So what we actually got a few demos here is how to build a sandbag wall around a doorway. We're going to actually show an incorrect way to build sandbags, so a half-empty sandbag, folded incorrectly with gaps, single stacked, which are very prone to falling over. And then we're going to build a correct wall, 3 to 4 sandbags high, with poly lined in it. So the sandbags all folded, so they're nice and neat and they sort of knit together.
You gotta pay attention. It's the right way and the wrong way.
It is, yes.
And it'll make a difference to your place.
It will, because if you do it right at the start, so if you actually do it right at the start, it will actually help you not duplicate your resources, a little bit saving time in doing it right and understanding the risks, because there's actually a little notice on the door actually showing the risk. So when you look at doorways and side-ins, is there gaps that you need to fill? Do you need to actually put poly along the wall as well and sandbag the wall? Because water will always find its way in.
And that's what we want to do, is keep the water out.
We want to keep the water out as much as possible.
Okay. Well, thank you. I'll let you carry on with this, and we'll get back with you when more further along.
Yes, sure.
Thank you.
Exactly. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Just to explain what we're doing here, for those who can hear me, we've got some kind volunteers filling some sandbags, and we're building 3 sets of sandbag walls. One around the doorway to create a well with poly strategically placed in it to create a watertight barrier. We've actually got an incorrect sandbag wall, which is obviously quite obvious for those who can see it. And we're actually building a correctly, for Emergency Management BC and WorkSafe requirements, a correctly installed sandbag wall with poly wrapped through it to create a watertight structure that will protect your property. Also to my right, or to your left, is a Tiger Dam, one section from Emergency Management BC. That equates to 500 sandbags. So just to give you an idea of what Tiger Dams can do, they come in different sizes, 24-inch and 32-inch. Usually a box has around about 228 meters of Tiger Dams. 1,500 sandbags. It went up. Economy rises. 1,500 sandbags. Behind that is also what's called Hesco bins, which are, in a sense, very quick and easy berms that can be built to protect properties and infrastructure. And they're actually built on a suitable ground surface, and they're actually stitched together with wire and filled with, say, 3-inch minus to create a watertight barrier. With these 2 structures, obviously you need different types of crews, public works or city staff and contractors. With the Tiger Dam, BC Wildfire, Fire Service, or contractors or trained staff from the regional districts and the city. Sandbags, the demo is going to be here all this afternoon and tomorrow morning for people to view, with different labels on them so people can see correct and incorrect, just to try and help your preparedness. Thank you.
So what we're doing here is building a sandbag protection around the doorway. We're actually trying to create a well so that the door opens and closes so you can gain access. We're building it around about 2 to 3 sandbags high, and we're weaving poly actually through the sandbag. So we started at the base and worked up in sort of an S shape, if you can imagine that. The poly comes around the sandbags and comes back.
People saw that and they were wondering about that.
Yeah, so that creates the watertight barrier, but when the sand gets wet, it becomes light.
Okay.
Yeah, so what we're doing now is actually building a correct structure of sandbags. We're going to build about 4 to 5 high, and we're actually going to bring poly through it again. And as you can see that John and Amanda are laying them out, and they're folding the poly over and then putting in another corresponding course of sandbags on top. They're going to build this to 3 or 4 high, then they're going to reinforce that wall with sandbags behind it, because obviously you need that pyramid effect to hold that structure safe.
So it won't tip over.
So it won't tip over. If one side's got water or one side is solid against a wall, sometimes you don't need to do that. But what Emergency Management BC and WorkSafe practices suggest is that building the cofferdam style approach of that pyramid, 4 at the bottom, 3, 2, and 1, creates a very strong structure.
So in this case, the plastic row would be up against the wall that you're up
in this case, the plastic would be to the water's edge.
to the water's edge. Okay.
Yes,
So
yeah.
these ones behind here would be up against whatever the structure is.
Either the structure, or if it's in a yard or garden or along the pavement,
Right.
it's holding that wall up
Okay.
against the force of the water.
I am curious. The big green bins that have the wire connecting them, how do those work?
Yeah, so they're what's called Hesco bins,
Okay.
and they come in around about 15-meter lengths, either 3 foot or 4 foot, and they're filled with 3-inch minus substrate material,
Okay.
which is ideal to go and build large flood defences where tiger dams or sandbags don't work. They're much more easier to install.
Right.
They do need to be tied together with special wired tyres,
Right.
to make sure that it's watertight. In some situations you put poly with it as well, to make sure it is extremely 100% watertight.
Right. But you're filling those to the top with.
We're filling them with the top with, say, 3-inch minus, and you can actually...
So for people who aren't in the construction or other trades, what's 3-inch minus?
Oh, the 3-inch minus is rock 3 inches diameter with a mixture of smaller material with it, right down to sand.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Yep.
My name's Chris Marsh. I'm the Deputy Flood Recovery Manager with Boundary Flood Recovery.
Right. You were the EOC manager.
Was the
last year.
EOC Director
Right.
last spring.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you have some closing remarks for me here.
Well, we're very lucky to have these flood protection experts in town today and tomorrow, demonstrating the different methods that we can use to protect our homes and businesses from floodwater. And they're just great people to learn from. They have a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience, and we're lucky to have them here.
Okay. So I am curious, the Tiger Dam, do we actually have them here permanently now? Or do we buy them, or do we will rent them, or what?
We don't have them here. They're
Okay.
a product that's supplied by the provincial government. They're quite expensive, so
okay.
they maintain a supply of them that can be used anywhere in the province.
Okay.
They've increased their supply of this kind of equipment, so there's more of it available.
Okay.
And we've had conversations with them this spring because of the increased awareness around Grand Forks in the Boundary area that they'll be provided if we need them.
Okay, so they're like a rapid deployment thing.
That's correct, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They'll load up a tractor trailer with equipment and send it our way within a matter of hours.
As long as they know where Grand Forks is, that's fine.
They know now.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay.